My name is Steve Smith. This is TQA Weekly. If you ever get any questions, comments, suggestions for topics, email me at ask@tqaweekly.com. Go to my website, tqaweekly.com, where you can interact with others on this episode, past others, find other ways to subscribing, and of course, contact me directly through the contact form. If you're already on YouTube, you can do all that down below. And of course, if you want to get these episodes 24 to 48 hours in advance of everyone else, help make the show better, as well as benefit from possible future kinds of benefits for being a member of or a patron of my show, go to patreon.com/TQA Weekly, and I'm going to try to see if I can knock some sense into you by pointing out 272 million email addresses and passwords are for sale for $1 freaking dollar. One. Someone is probably reading your emails right now, and you're probably no wiser to what this is going on. Millions of websites have been compromised in one way or another due to poor data retention and data security methods applied to them, which means many people out there are the victims of crimes and don't know it. While many high-profile websites might actually say when they're hacked, many smaller websites probably don't know they have been hacked and probably have some of the poorest data security and data retention methods on the internet. I've spent weeks working on encryption for a database, making sure it's secure by myself. Obviously, not everybody's up to par when it comes to that, and for those who are not up to par, you shouldn't be doing that. Just pointing it out. Because this is what happens when a website is now compromised. Every user is now basically exposed. It shouldn't be a surprise to you, though, that you are responsible for all of your usernames, your email addresses, and your passwords. If they are any certain amount of age, they are probably compromised, especially if you're using the same password, username, and email address anywhere else. Because no matter how secure one website is, if your information came from a weak website where that database wasn't secure, then all of your other accounts are now compromised. But the worst account on the internet to have compromised is your email account, where having your email address and password is enough to allow for basically impersonation, identity theft, fraud, as well as being able to gather intel on you onto what you are doing. So this is probably more like malicious and governmental agencies going after you. And guess what? If you just changed your password more often for your email, you'd be able to protect yourself from such stupid things as password reset links and codes being sent to your email via two-factor authentication. If you activate various services such as PGP key encryption, also available on Facebook, you can encrypt the emails themselves, prevent people from even accessing their email by changing your password more often, and have all the information stored more safely in them. And more importantly, nobody can get into your stuff on the internet. Your email address is basically the pinnacle of important vectors to get at your life. So preventing people from being able to access your email by changing the password more often, by making sure passwords to every single website and every single email address is different by using services like LastPass, RoboForm, or you know what? Pencil and paper inside a safe. You prevent people from being able to do things. You also make it harder for the facilitation of identity theft and all kinds of frauds by making it exceptionally harder for them to get in. When you're in your house and you don't feel safe, what do? Do you just pretend the problem doesn't exist? Or do you add a deadbolt and a chain to your front door? Of course you'll protect your front door. Why wouldn't you protect your email address and the rest of your internet life? By just doing that, changing your passwords and making them different is the equivalent of studding the entire door with deadbolts in them. By using encryption to prevent yourself from being spied on, it's the equivalent of putting a freaking shield in front of the door. And guess what? if you go as far as making sure that two-factor authentication doesn't default to emails, because most emails are sent plain text, not over encrypted means, which is why you should be embracing the idea of services like Facebook using PGP key encryption, so the public key, so that only you can receive the email. Well, you should be using things such as programs like the Google Authenticator, not just text messaging, which, by the way, cellular technology also has weakness that it makes it easy for anybody to spy on you. So you're the one who is responsible for your accounts. Your email is the most sensitive, most dangerous vector that can be used against you, not just from malicious hackers, but also from governments around the world. It is not for nothing that various governments, like the British government, recently state that we shouldn't be forcing users to change their passwords more often because it becomes a dangerous vector. No, this is bullshit. This is because they want to continue feeding the crap of them trying to find terrorists, frauds, and pedophiles and all these kinds of other things on the internet by spying on the citizens and not by doing their actual job, which is going after the criminals themselves, not completely grabbing all the information of everybody. What is the percentage anyway of criminals related to the amount of innocent bystanders that end up caught in these nets that probably have a hard enough time trying to figure out if they're even breaking a law or not? It's said that we break 3 laws just breathing every day. So, change your passwords, make them all different, use some kind of means of remembering them, and please change them often. It will make it harder for others to get at you, your life, and the rest of your internet life. You're the only person who can be held responsible for the actual use of the same username, password, and email address on various other websites. So it is down to you to do so. Don't forget to pass this message on to others that you believe can benefit from this. So like, dislike, share this message, and if you haven't already done so, subscribe. And if you want to get more episodes like this, don't forget to go to either my website, tqaweekly.com, where you can get more information about these episodes and my sources. Don't forget to subscribe. If you want to make them better, go to patreon.com/TQA Weekly, and all the information is down below on YouTube in the description. So have a great day, and goodbye.